Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Tuesday the 14th of January 2025. In Millwall news today, transfers not confirmed but rumoured. Obviously, Bradshaw and Langstaff and others not involved in the Dagenham game when you think this would be an ideal time for them to play. Instead, we got the youngsters on the bench. And it looks like the reason for that is that Gary Rowett is signing Tom Bradshaw, which is interesting. So this is from the southernnews.co.uk, but it's on other sites as well. So it's not an exclusive, it's something that's happening. So Millwall striker close to signing for Oxford United. Millwall striker Tom Bradshaw is close to joining next line's head coach Gary Rowett at Oxford United. News then understands that Bradshaw underwent a medical today, with the deal likely to be finalised tomorrow. Millwall will receive a fee, $1.99, recouping value from a player whose contract is set to expire soon. So, it's going to be five figures, 99,999. It can't be a lot. Bradshaw, 32, was absent from the Lions matchday squad yesterday for their clash with Dagenham and Redbridge in the FA Cup third round. He made his last appearance for the Lions during their 1-0 loss to Oxford on New Year's Day. He's been hampered by injuries this season and has been limited to just 13 appearances this season, scoring once. Bradshaw joined the Lions in 2018, initially on loan, and has made 210 appearances for the club. He scored 45 times and recorded 12 assists. His most productive campaign was the 22-23 season when he scored 17 goals in 38 league starts. So there you go. Interesting stuff that Gary Rowett's going in for. There's a comment here. What do you think it is? He should bot. Oh, here we go. It is difficult to put into words what one feels about Tom Bradshaw. He's one of the most hard-working footballers I've ever seen at Den or anywhere else. He has had his injury problems, but whenever I saw him or snatch a word or two, he was always smiling and upbeat. Thanks for your service, Tom. Good luck at your new club. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He is a good guy. I don't think he's a championship quality football player anymore. I think that last injury was probably in the injury too far. And it's surprised. So obviously Gary Rowett's coming for him. And you would imagine that, Gary Rowett's worked with him at Millwall. So that's why that's happening. I guess it's cheap. Obviously, I don't think it's going to be much, probably 100k if that. It's going to be very cheap. So Gary Rowett's well, let's do the deal. Why not? Because what you need to understand, once that window closes on the 3rd of February, that is it until the end of the season. So you've got to make sure you get your squad, because if you get injuries and you get a bit unlucky, you're going to be struggling to find a win, and you're going to need some wins if you're going to stay up. And obviously he wants to stay up. Now, interesting enough as well, I haven't brought it up, but Oxford are going in for Ryan Longman as well. So he's literally trying to bring the band back together now. God forbid if they finish above us, or God forbid if they get into the playoffs. He won 4 games in a row now. He did lose the cup game. If he brings in Bradshaw and brings in Longman, and then he ends up, finishing higher than us, I'm not going to be happy with that. I don't know about any other Millwall fans, but there you go. Now, so obviously the other day, we get rumours behind the scenes. Millwall have agreed to deal with Palace, yada, yada, yada. It's about to be confirmed. That was on Friday, Saturday. And then, okay, well, they take the day off on Sunday, go to church, you know how it is. And we'll get an announcement on Monday. Wasn't announced on Monday for, well, we got a game, we have got a game, so maybe they didn't want to, announce it on the same day as a game. So it'll get announced on Tuesday, won't it? It'll get announced today. Well, no. Instead, we have this Football Insider exclusive from footballinsider247.com. Bournemouth rival Crystal Palace's Romain Esse bid being submitted. Bournemouth are ready to rival Crystal Palace for the signing of Millwall attacker Romain Esse this month. Sources have told Football Insider. What sources? Who? The Cherries are planning a bid for the 19-year-old attacking midfielder this week after strong interest from Palace. Esse was left out of the Millwall squad for the FA Cup win over Dagenham and Redbridge on Monday as he closes in on a move away from the Den. Lions boss Alex Neil confirmed his omission was due to the interest shown in the teenager, and Bournemouth have now joined the race to secure his signature in the mid-season window. This is... I don't believe this. It may be the thing, obviously. I don't know if you've ever done this. You've seen something online, and you click on the website to try and find the price. So you go on there, and then, call us for a price, or price on application. And you're like, you just click off, because you're like, well, I wanted to know how much it was. Like, I'm not going to waste my, like, you have a website, put it on your website how much it is. Don't make me call you and ask you how much it is. So it might be that with Bournemouth, but I don't think so. It might be that. So how much is Romain Esse? How much? Well, we don't know. Well, now we know because Crystal Palace have put a £14.5 million bid in. So then other teams have gone, 14.5. 14.5. Can we afford that? Shall we bid? Should we bid 15? But I don't think it's that. I think apparently, this is again more sources have said. My sources, as in Crystal Palace fans on the forums and on X, have said they're negotiating personal terms of the contract. And what Herve Zaha, which is his agent, is trying to do, they're trying to put a release clause in the Crystal Palace contract between Palace and Esse. So now the thing with Palace is they probably don't like that. Either it's probably too low, they want it higher, or they don't want it at all. Because they had an absolute nightmare with Esse when is it Bayern Munich or somewhere, where he had a really low release fee in his contract, and they were literally panicking and scrambling, like, oh no, he's worth more than that. So interesting that they consider that Crystal Palace isn't the final destination for Romain Esse. They expect him more. They expect, he's going to go there, he's going to be an absolute star, and then Real Madrid, Barcelona, like, what are we talking here? I don't know. But hopefully he doesn't go to Saudi Arabia. I mean, that would be a really sour point if that happened. I don't think he's going to do it at this young age, but in maybe 5 years' time or whatever. Like, maybe if he's 34 years old, but I mean, at the moment, please don't do that. So yeah, apparently that's the problem. The personal terms between Esse and Palace. As far as Millwall and Palace and everything else is all good. So the deal's already been agreed. So I guess they could probably go back on it, but then Esse is going to be like, well, no, I want to go to Palace. I was like, unless Bournemouth come in with insane wages, but I doubt that they're going to do that. But so we wait and see. So, but I think this is made up. Sources say, because they're trying to get Crystal Palace to hurry up and just accept the terms they want to accept, whereas Palace are probably trying to negotiate. So, no, don't negotiate. Just we want a release fee of 30 million, so we want a release fee of 30 million, and Palace say, well, no, 50 million. Now we have some post-match comments. Next, 3 stories of post-match comments, which we didn't really get yesterday. I guess there was maybe a bit late. What I think is that there was ITV interviews that took priority, so I think the press interviews were probably delayed by maybe as much as like half an hour. So that probably messed up everyone's timing. So instead of getting them after the game, we did get one or two. We got them today. So this is from southernnews.co.uk. In fact, the next three are all from southernnews.co.uk. So Millwall head coach Rahees Bangor-Williams showed incredible maturity to score stunning solo goal on debut. Alex Neil praised Rahees Bangor-Williams after the midfielder scored a stunning solo goal on his debut last night, saying he showed incredible maturity. Bangor-Williams, who signed a new long-term contract with the club last week, was brought on in the 75th minute of Mill's FA Cup third-round tie with Dagenham and Redbridge and soon set the dent alight. In the 85th minute, the 20-year-old won the ball high up the pitch, slalomed past several defenders before firing it into the far corner from a tight angle. It was a perfect start to Bangor-Williams' senior Millwall career. He joined the academy just over a year ago after a stint in non-league with Tooting and Mitcham. Bangor-Williams was not the only academy player on the pitch last night. Neil brought on 17-year-old Sheldon Kendall, who signed his first professional deal last week as well, and 18-year-old Alfie Massey was making his second senior appearance for the club. I think if you give young players an opportunity, they can surprise you so much in terms of what they're capable of doing. I think young Esse showed incredible maturity in that position. He's glided past the centre-back. It's putting confidence to then go and slide it under the goalkeeper. He's a talented lad, as the other two are. Sheldon come up on top. He's 17 years of age. So just get that exposure, to understand and know, and I thought tonight that hopefully that's just the first step for some of these boys to get some more minutes. Rahees trains with us most days, in fact pretty much every day. Alfie Massey trains with us pretty much. I had Sheldon Young Frankie on the bench, who were pretty much the only attackers I had on the bench. I didn't pick the bench today as if I'm going to put all these lads on, I picked it in the fact that I had earmarked some minutes for quite a few of them before the game had started. The fact is, we got the second goal when we did was a perfect opportunity, for me to allow them to then go and show what they can do and get a little bit of exposure to first team football. When asked if the trio will feature in any of Mill's upcoming league fixtures, Neil said, "No, I think that's dictated by them, isn't it? If they perform, Rahees has done himself absolutely no harm whatsoever tonight because he's performed really well. He's come on and he's got his goal, he staked his claim for the next game. So that's how it works, I'm just going to put the young players in a team because I want it to be looked at as if I'm putting younger players in a team. I'll put the younger players on the team if they deserve to be in it. So the lads tonight, was a great chance for them to show what they can do. And like I say, they didn't let themselves down at all. They were excellent. So there you go. Yeah, he was excellent. So there you go. Now, moving on to this. Millwall boss reveals why Femi Aziz was withdrawn against Dagenham and Redbridge and gives update on other absent senior players. So this was in the morning. And I saw this, and then I figured, a lot of them have got injuries. Weird little injuries. Are they going to be moving on? Is there going to be a transfer? And then later on in the evening, we get the news about Tom Bradshaw. So, okay then. Alex Neil said Femi Aziz was likely not going to be out for a long time after the winger limped off during Mill's 3-0 win against Dagenham and Redbridge in the third round of the FA Cup. Aziz, 23, was withdrawn in the 63rd minute and looked to be in pain as he walked off the pitch. However, Neil does not think it's anything serious. We'll assess Femi. It's a hard question, to answer just now. He hadn't hurt it to the point where he's going to be out for a few weeks. I think he felt a little bit tight, Hopefully by tomorrow morning that leaves off. But that's a hard question to answer just now. Millwall were without a number of senior players yesterday, including Macaulay Langstaff, Daniel Kelly, Tom Bradshaw, Ryan Wintle and Duncan Watmore. Neil said he did not expect any of them to be absent for long. Langstaff was a little bit of a risk, Neil said. I didn't want to take any risk with him with the game schedule we've got coming up. Danny Kelly would have started in the game, but unfortunately he felt his hamstring a little bit, so dropped out. Ryan Winter's got a bit of an issue, I think he had an abscess that we had to drain. So that's been a bit of an issue for Ryan. Duncan had a tight quad, and Tom's just felt his groin, really. So it's between his groin and his hamstring, but it's not anything significant. So Tom Bradshaw had a groin injury, and then he goes to Oxford this is on the Monday, and then he goes to Oxford on Tuesday, passes a medical. Okay. Really, dude? Really? So we had the thing where, Fleming was injured during the transfer window, and then on the last day of the transfer window he goes off to Burnley. He's like, oh, you weren't injured, you were injured. So what about these? Daniel Kelly, there's talk of him going out on loan. Is he going out on loan? Brian Wintle, they say he had an abscess, so they've specifically named a thing, so you got to believe that. Although obviously there was some talk that Cardiff wanted to recall him. Obviously, do they want him cup tied? Don't know. Langstaff, didn't want to risk him. Okay, because we have, coming up now, we've got 4 games in a week, 2 weeks. We've got Hull, Cardiff, Luton, Pompey. So that's 4 games in 10 days. So I guess. So there you go. Now, moving on to this, again from the southernnews.co.uk. We're delighted with our night's work. Millwall bought some comfortable FA Cup win against Dagenham and Redbridge. Alex Neil said he was delighted with our night's work after Millwall defeated National League side Dagenham and Redbridge 3-0 in the FA Cup third round. The Daggers frustrated the Lions for the first 30 minutes before Mihailo Ivanovic's unorthodox finish. The Serb headed the ball over the line while on the floor, broke the deadlock. Casper de Noy had a second after half-time, and then the academy star Rahis Bangor-Williams, who signed a new deal with the club last week, scored a stunning solo goal on his debut to add gloss to the final result. It was a good result against a team Neil was determined not to underestimate. I think when you look at it, the games are always tough for teams that are in the higher league because the expectation is you should just turn up and win. But I think if you look at, say, Tottenham versus Tamworth, for instance, Tamworth is in the same league as Dagenham, and they gave them a good game. And to be fair to Dagenham, I thought they battled hard. I thought they made it difficult for us, and I thought we created a lot of chances in the first half. But we only took one, which is probably my frustration. I thought we probably should be more ahead, and then they made us wait really until midway through the second half to get the second goal. And I thought at that point, it sort of ran away from them a little bit. What was pleasing for me was managing to get some of the younger boys on, and then obviously for one of them to go and score a goal. It doesn't get much better than that. So we are delighted with our night's work. When asked if the gap was too big for non-league sides to compete with Championship or Premier League teams, Neil said, well, if you look at the round of fixtures though, stranger things have happened. I mean, anything can happen in a game of football. So I don't think the way I lead into the game tonight, or for us, or our application, our attitude, our approach to the game was absolutely first class. We approached the game tonight like any other championship game. We put absolutely everything in it. I picked a strong team. I wanted to win the game, and the lads didn't let me down. The Lions win tonight gives Neil his first win as Millwall boss after losing his first game and drawing his second. However, the Scotsman was not overly concerned with the landmark. I'll be honest with you, it's not really been on my mind, if I'm honest. I think when you come into a club, there's so many moving parts that you're trying to get a grasp of. Really, tonight for me was more about the players having the confidence to do what I'm asking them to do. Me watching them and making sure that they do have a good understanding of what I'm trying to get across to them. And more importantly, that their appetite, their attitude and their application, for the game is first class, which it was, So all those bits I was looking for today, I got. From my point of view, I'm delighted, really. After not scoring more than one goal in a game for 17 games in a row, Millwall have exceeded that number in their past 2 matches, both under Neil. When asked if tonight's result showed that the Lions are on their way to fixing goal-scoring woes, Neil said, Well, it's a hard question, because we're going to have a stiffer test than what we had tonight. And that's no disrespect to Dagenham. Championship defences are difficult to break down, and obviously, as everybody's fully aware, we're not known for our, goal-scoring exploits. It's something we do need to improve. If we want to win more games, we need to be more threatening going forward. We scored 2 in the last championship game. We scored 3 tonight, so I think that's a good sign that we should create confidence within the players, and we'll see what the next games bring. Well, I would love to win 3-0 against Hull. That would be lovely. Good stuff. Now, some ticket news. Luton, Millwall, sold out. Away tickets to Luton, they sold out. This was announced yesterday, actually, after the game. Obviously, the ticket offices are open to sell tickets, and they sold the last of the Luton tickets. It was gone. So, like as I said, they didn't even get to members. All the season ticket holders took them. 1,292. So I think we've got something like 8,000, 9,000 season ticket holders. So when we get fucking 1,200 tickets, that's a bit of a piss take, really. Now, Portsmouth versus Millwall. Third time's a charm. So went there in the League Cup, 1-1-0. Went there in the league. The power went out. And then we're going to give it another go at the end of the month on the 28th. So Mill's rearranged Sky Bet Championship fixture at Portsmouth will take place on Tuesday the 28th of January. Kick-off at 7:45pm. And tickets will go on sale to any supporter who purchased for the original postponed fixture on Wednesday the 15th of January from 9:30am. So tomorrow morning, they know if you were one of the people who got a ticket before, and you'll be able to get a ticket again. But this is Millwall. I imagine they might fuck it up and just people randomly turn and try to buy tickets and they end up getting them. Would not surprise me. Any remaining tickets will go on sale to season ticket holders on Monday. So the original people have got from Wednesday until next Monday, or from Wednesday until Sunday to buy tickets, and then from Monday it's any other season ticket holders, and then on Wednesday the 22nd it's members. Please note that all tickets purchased for the original fixture have been cancelled and are no longer valid. So if someone tries to sell you that, do not buy it. Where is the allocation? We have an allocation of 1,926 tickets. Now, there was talk of they were going to do something. This is what they've done. The coaches are leaving it then at 3pm. Coach tickets are priced at £10 for any supporters who purchased a match ticket for the original postponed fixture. So if you were one of these people who bought a match ticket from before, and for the council game, you can get a coach ticket for £10, and it's £25 for any other people. So there you go. Now moving on to this more ticket news from millwallfc.co.uk. So the game tomorrow, if you don't know, there is a game tomorrow. It's Manchester City under 18s, not actual Man City. It says they're Man City. It's Man City under 18s. Be a bit. I mean, if Man City played Millwall under 18s, it'd probably be like 20-0. Millwall supporters can purchase tickets for the Lions under 18s FA Youth Cup 4th round tie at Manchester City on Thursday night, taking place at the Joy Stadium. Fans can buy at the link below by signing up to Man City's website. Tickets are priced at £3 adults, £1 over 65s, £1 for 18s to 21s, and £1 for under 18s. So yeah. But it doesn't say if there'll be tickets being sold on the day, which I made a video about. It was in my video before. It's all fucking QR codes and no, it's not even QR codes. If you want to buy a ticket, you need to have Apple Pay or Google Wallet, because these companies are paying Man City for them to use their services exclusively. So in order to go for this £3 ticket, you need to have that app on the phone. And if you don't, you can't. How are you supposed to get a ticket? You can't get a ticket. But then I was thinking, that means they're not going to be able to sell tickets on the day. Because how do they do that? You're going to have to walk up to the window, go to the lass, oh, can I have 1 ticket for this, or 2 tickets for this? And then you're going to have to fill in a form, do all kinds of nonsense, and then have it sent to your phone. That's why I don't think that they're going to be, I don't know, I have no idea. But, as I said the other day, you can watch it on Millwall TV Plus for free if you are a Millwall TV Plus subscriber, and if you're not, it's you can buy a match pass. So now, moving on to this loan watch. Obviously, a day late because there was a game yesterday. This is from millfc.co.uk. Dylan Dye's loan at Cheshire United continued last weekend with a 1-1 draw at Aveley. The goalkeeper remains with the Vanarama National League South club until the 9th of February and played the full game in Essex as Cheshire stayed in 12th place in the league table. Elsewhere, George Evans turned in a man-of-the-match worthy performance on his Sutton United debut against Tamworth last weekend. The Tamworth, the ones who, played against Tottenham, got him 0-0 to extra time. The stopper keeping a clean sheet and a 1-0 success as Stephen Morris's side advanced in the FA Trophy. So it was an FA Trophy game, which I don't think is... I think they did play a bit of a weakened team. So, like I said, it was a bit surprising to see George Evans go to Sutton United. Well, he's not going to play there. But he did actually play in this game. I don't know if he's going to play in any of the league games. We'll wait to see. It's just a month loan. Henry Earn and Allchurch's game against Worthing fell foul of the below freezing temperatures, which swept across the country. Kevin Nisbet was substituted after 56 minutes as Aberdeen drew 0-0 at home to the Heart of Midlothian, with Chinockley, Tom Leahy and Kamal Grant's loan periods coming to an end at Sutton United, Woking and Bromley respectively. Well, there was some talk that Kamal Grant would go back to Bromley. That hasn't been confirmed yet. I don't know if they're probably waiting till the end of the season to do that. That might be why they're waiting to do it. I don't know if that affects whether he's able to play in the playoffs or not. But there you go. And there's some games tomorrow. So we wait to see if George Evans does play for Sutton United against Wealdstone. I believe that is a league game. So that's on Wednesday. Big game for Aberdeen. Rangers versus Aberdeen. Rangers not doing too well. Wednesday at 8 PM. That might be on Sky. So there you go. Now, do you like grass? Do you like the green grass of Blackheath? Well, you are in luck, because Millwall FC are looking for an academy groundsperson. Millwall Football Club is hiring an academy groundsperson based at the club's academy training ground at Well Hall, Heltham. The role holder will ensure the delivery of an excellent playing service for all age groups who attend the academy. For a full job description, see below. Closing date for applications is Friday the 31st of January 2024. Now let's have a look at this. We're going to finish with this, by the way, so we're nearly done. So here you go. Academy groundsperson, responsible to grounds manager, salary competitive, MFC Academy, Kidbrook Lane, Eltham, SE9 6TE. Full-time role, by the way, 35 hours a week. Schedule has to be flexible due to fixtures, obviously. So there you go. Based at our academy training ground in Well Hall to undertake in pitch maintenance programme, ensuring to deliver an excellent playing service at the academy ground in Well Hall for all ages that attend the academy. The role inclusive is not limited to all of this stuff: operating machinery, grounds maintenance work, maintenance of grass areas, hedgerows, outside boundaries. So it's not just the pitches and stuff, it's, around the borders, general gardening work. Essential requirements: trustworthy, conscientious and reliable. Ability to work on their own initiative as a self-starter, but also be part of a bigger team. A clear, polite and professional manner. a competent level of numeracy and literacy. So there you go. Experience. Now, what you have to have: experience in working on professional. Desired. This is desired. Desired. It's not essential. It says desired. So this is essential. Basically being a decent chap, or chapette. Desired requirements, qualifications: experience in working on professional sport species or amenity horticulture. So, like lawn, crown green bowls or something like that. Qualified with an NVQ level 2 in sports turf management. Not level 1, level 2. A good understanding of safeguarding. Yes, indeed. So here you go. So if you want to apply, you have to fill in this application form, which is on the website, where you can get it all on there. So there you go. See, if you know someone, let them know. There's a job going there if they want it. Why not? Why not? This is like an entry level thing. If this is something you want to pursue, here it is. Go and get it. Pursue it. And on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.